I'm going to be showing you how I made this little terrarium in this DOOA SHIZUKU pot. It's a very basic terrarium with some fairly unique plants. Before we get into the video, don't forget to hit like, comment and subscribe. It makes a huge difference to a small little channel like mine. Even by hitting that like button, it's a huge difference, so thank you so much in advance. The first step after removing the lid is to put some drainage layer in, and this is quite typical of most terrariums. They put some sort of drainage layer at the bottom, and here I'm just using some crushed lava rock, which is a great porous rock, and it'll be perfect for this example. The next step isn't a must, but some people actually add activated carbon to their terrariums just above the drainage layer. And what this does is apparently it stops the mold from growing, and it also takes out some harmful toxins from the water you put in. And so overall, I think it does some benefits. I'm not exactly sure on if they're true, but it can't hurt. So I've added this on top of the drainage layer. The last substrate layer to go in is obviously nutrient-rich soil. This one's an aqua soil, it's ADM Amazonia. Anything terrarium based would do perfectly fine, I'm pretty sure. But this being a DOOA product, the glass itself, I thought using an ADA product would be suitable. I played around with the hardscape quite a lot before this layout, getting this perfect one here, but it's just serried rock, a 3-stone iwagumi as you would say, and really simple. The first plant I'm using here is a moss. It's called Bucephalandra moss. It's quite a rare moss, not very common, and it was kindly gifted to me by Courtney. Each kind of portion I'm planting here is probably around about between 5 to 15 pounds, probably 10 to 15 pounds actually. So Courtney will probably be quite surprised by how much I've got here, enough to carpet half of this little tiny tank. I think he probably gave me about half of one portion or something like that I'm planting right here. So I've grown it up, and I've got enough to carpet this, the front of this tank now. So thank you very much, Courtney. The name Bucephalandra moss comes from the area it's grown in. It was found in Borneo next to the Bucephalandra species, hence the name Bucephalandra moss. The next few plants I'm going to be planting here are Eriocauron Anson River. Also not a very common plant at all. I actually grew these ones from seeds. So I've kept them in my tank, or some of them actually immersed. And also towards the back I'm actually planting a different one, an Eriocauron Crimson King, also known, what else is it known as? Quinquenglare I think it's called, although I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but I tried at least. This tiny one is an Eriocauron Anson River as well, but this is in its earlier stages, grown from a seed. Funnily enough, you can actually harvest the seeds from the flowers these plants produce, and I think I might do that in the future. You simply pollinate the flowers and you hope for the best, I think. The last plant I'm planting here in the background is a grassy plant. It's a bit taller. It's Cyperus helferi, and I probably pronounced that wrong, but hey, I tried again. I think it's actually got some flowers on it, which is kind of cool. I'm not sure if it'll, look pretty or anything, or if this is it, the flower, but we'll see in the future, I suppose. Here you can see me just pushing down the moss so it has full contact with the soil, so it just keeps it nice and moist. Finally, I just spray the tank down with a bit of water just to keep the moisture in the soil, and that's it done. Here you can see me cleaning some of the water off the glass with little tiny pincets and a bit of towel, but I don't actually know what the best way to do this is. If you know a better way, let me know. This is the best solution I could come up with. The last thing to do is put the lid on and fill the lid with a little bit of water, because the lid has a little tiny hole in it and the water just drips through. This way you can add water to the tank without removing the lid. I hope you've enjoyed the video. That's the little DOOA done, my little new terrarium. So this is my DOOA shelf now. Finally I can call it a DOOA shelf because I got 2 of them, but I think I want some more in the future. They're definitely fun little projects, and I recommend them to anyone else. Just little terrariums, they're quite fun, very low maintenance, and anyone can really maintain them. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video once again. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye bye.